The sea rose like a living wall, its fury unleashed as a super typhoon slammed into China's southern coast. Winds howling past 190 kilometers per hour bent steel poles and hurled saltwater high over the seawalls, transforming harbors into wild torrents of foam, broken piers, and drifting boats. Within minutes, low-lying towns vanished beneath the waves. The coastline, once bright with markets and fishing boats, turned into a gray battlefield of water and debris. It was nature's fury unchained, a brutal reminder of the cost of a warming sea. As the storm's eye passed, silence fell over a land trembling in fear. Roof tiles flew like blades, balconies shattered, and ancient banyan trees split apart with cracks louder than thunder. The roar of the wind never stopped, a freight train of air and water smashing through the night. Families huddled behind shaking walls, whispering prayers that their homes would hold. For thousands, survival meant escape. Across Fujian and Guangdong, millions were ordered to evacuate before the storm's full force arrived. Roads jammed with buses, tractors, and trucks packed with frightened families heading inland. In shelters, gymnasiums, schools, and public halls, fear hung heavy. Children cried, grandparents comforted them, neighbors shared dry biscuits and bottled water. Screens glowed in the darkness as messages poured in from loved ones still trapped outside. Then came the rain, merciless and endless. More than 250 millimeters fell in half a day, overwhelming drains and turning streets into rivers. Cars floated down highways, scooters disappeared, and shop fronts burst open as muddy water roared inside. Power grids failed. Whole districts went black. Only the howl of the storm and the crashing of floodwater broke the night. People climbed to rooftops, waving flashlights for help as rescuers battled rising tides. In the mountains of Yongding, Hua'an, and northern Guangdong, the destruction deepened. Rivers overflowed into farmlands, wiping out rice and tea terraces. Landslides buried narrow mountain roads, cutting off entire villages.
现在改出海边了，山清水秀的变汪洋大海了。哎，
Helicopters hovered above flooded valleys, lowering ropes of food, medicine, and generators. Firefighters waded through waist-deep water, carrying the elderly to safety. Engineers worked through the night, reinforcing embankments by hand as rain hammered down. Screens in command centers glowed with maps of rainfall and river levels. Convoys of trucks rolled through the storm, headlights slicing through walls of rain. Each passing hour meant another life to save. Beyond the flood zones, chaos rippled across southern China. Ferry routes to offshore islands were suspended. Hundreds of flights were canceled at Xiamen, Fuzhou, and Haikou airports. High-speed rail services shut down amid landslide warnings. Factories fell silent, their machines drowned beneath brown water. Fishing fleets remained tied at port, nets dry, income gone. Small shopkeepers watched years of savings vanish as the floods swept through their streets. Yet, amid the ruin, humanity rose. When the skies cleared, neighbors came out with brooms and shovels, cleaning mud from doorways, pulling debris from roads. Volunteers carried blankets, rice, and instant noodles into shelters. Children passed bottles of clean water hand to hand, their faces lit by the first weak sunlight. Experts warn that such storms will grow stronger as sea temperatures rise, threatening coastal provinces like Fujian, Guangdong, and Zhejiang again and again. But the people here refuse to surrender. Their unity, their strength, their courage shine brighter than the dawn that follows the storm. When morning breaks over the drenched horizon, China's southern coast stands battered but unbroken, a land scarred yet defiant, rebuilding its future one brick, one memory, and one heartbeat at a time.